1981. Well, this building was a print shop.
Okay.
But it was a print shop over in Deer Lodge,
Okay.
Tennessee.
All right.
Okay. In 1887.
Okay.
It was built by Mr. Abner Ross. Mr. Abner Ross was the proprietor of our hotel, the Tabard Inn. Tabard Inn burned, and Mr. Ross moved to Deer Lodge. He was a founding father of Deer Lodge. So he built this building because he knew the value of having a print shop.
Right.
In 1887, 90 years later, Rugby bought it and moved it up onto this lot. There's a picture right here.
Now, well, who was Rugby now? You said Rugby.
Thomas Hughes
Thomas Hughes, okay.
was a philanthropist and author from England, from
Okay.
Rugby, England.
Okay, from Rugby, England. That's how they got the name
That's
Rugby.
right.
Okay.
And he came here. You know what a second son is?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, he came here to build this community for second sons.
Okay. That's
Okay,
right.
because he knew that they got nothing at the homeland.
That's right.
So he wanted to build this utopia community for
Right.
them.
I got you.
It didn't exactly work, but that's beside the point.
Right.
But he was a rich philanthropist,
That's right.
and so he created this town as historic as Rugby. Okay, so in 1881 we started printing 1,000 newspapers a week here. This one on the wall is July 16th, 1881. That's actually the third newspaper that was published here in the
The
village.
Rugby.
The Rugby.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's great. Let me take a
So if you take,
get the picture of that. That's good to see. What's your name, sir?
my name is Peter Merrill.
And you run the press? You run the printing press?
I do. Me and Jerry.
Now, how did
Jerry.
you come about? How did you come about doing the printing press? Was you in the printing business, or did you work in the printing business?
My mother would tell you that I majored in printing in high school. I had math, printing, English, printing, history, and printing.
Very good. Very
So I
good.
spent 4 years in the print shop.
Oh, good, good.
I use the analogy that all I wanted to do was get out of school. I
Right.
didn't need to be smart.
Right. That's very
Because I
good.
knew I was going in the Navy right out of high school. So
Okay,
there
great.
was, get out of high school, that's what I wanted. So I stayed in the print shop
Okay.
and worked there the whole time. So and then I went in the Navy for 22 years. And then after I got out of the Navy, I worked for the government for 4 or 5 years. And then I opened a commercial, and then I ran a commercial printing company, bought a
Good.
commercial printing
Oh,
company.
good. Now, where was that at?
That was in Portsmouth, New Hampshire.
New Hampshire. Okay, good.
And I ran that for about 5 years until Apple came out. Apple came out with what you see is what you get, Whizzy Get, they call it.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
Okay. And when that came out, I sold my printing company, became a graphic designer.
Good, good.
And then I've had a lot of years to do this
Good.
until I found Rugby. I found Rugby, we moved to Tennessee 14 years ago, 13 years
Good.
ago. And I found Rugby the month we moved here, and I've been coming here. I drive 65 miles a day to come up here.
So where do you live now?
Crossville.
Crossville. Okay, good. That's great.
So I come up here 1-2 days a week.
All right.
Jerry comes in usually on Fridays, but I've been helping him because
Oh,
we got a
great.
big weekend coming.
Oh, yeah. What's the big weekend now? The truck.
Ghostly Gathering.
What's that? Where's that? Tell me about that.
Well, a Ghostly Gathering is
Oh yeah, ghostly.
Ghostly,
We stayed at the bed and breakfast last
Okay,
night,
yeah.
and there was a couple there that was telling us
Yeah,
about. They had, we
that's
went on a
tomorrow.
tour. Oh,
Tomorrow.
so they had something last night. They went on some kind of ghost thing.
The
They went on.
lantern.
Oh, the Lantern
Lan-
Tour.
Lantern
That's by the people that run the prison up there.
Oh,
run
okay.
a ghost gathering ghost tours here.
Okay.
They
good.
done that last night.
We found the store from John Ward's
Yeah.
Appalachian Channel.
Right.
Has he been?
He's done me here.
Oh, great, great.
He had a young kid come in here, and I gave this tour to
Good, that's
to a
great.
child. It's on the Appalachian Channel.
Well, we'll have to look that up. We've seen them. I thought we've seen most of them, but
Yeah, but he's got one on the print shop on that
Oh, good.
on that channel,
Good.
and he does RM books too quite a bit.
yeah, that's right. That has really helped that store, I'm sure.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
We're going to do a story on. That's what we come here to do. A story on R.M. Brooks' store.
Well-
We met with her yesterday, and
That's how we ended up here.
that's how we ended up
Rugby,
here
was watching John Ward. and-
Channel.
Well, up at the visitor center, okay, which is about a couple of 100 yards
Okay.
up here, you can watch a movie which gives you the history of Thomas Hughes and the history of rugby,
Okay.
how it got
Okay.
here. He actually created the first free library in the United States.
Okay.
He went to Chicago. When Chicago burned, he and his cronies
Okay.
went to Chicago and built a library in Chicago after the fire.
Okay.
And they made it a free library.
Great. That's
We have a
great.
library here with like 6,000 first edition 1880 books.
That's wonderful. It's here in Rugby?
Yeah, right up the street. And
Okay.
you can take a tour of that. They run them every 2 hours.
Okay,
And they have the schoolhouse, the library, the church,
right.
and Thomas Hughes's mother's houses.
Okay,
They
right.
give you a tour of.
Right.
But this end of the village is just self-touring.
Okay, great.
And we tell people about the print shop when they come in. We do printing back here.
All right.
So in 1881, as I said, we started doing 1,000 newspapers a week. The editor used to have to go down to Elgin 8 miles just to get the news.
Yeah.
And he'd bring it back here for his typesetters. But before I go there, take this card, and if you go to that website,
Okay,
put in Tennessee,
okay,
1881 Rugby,
okay.
and all our newspapers come up.
Oh, great.
And you
great.
can read them.
Oh, the old newspapers.
Yeah, now here's
That's
this.
wonderful.
This one right here is
Read it.
very interesting. This is July 16th. Talks about the health of the president. Bulletin, Washington, July 15th, 8:30 a.m. The president has passed a quiet night. Pulse 90, temperature 99.8, respiration 22. Doesn't tell you who it is. It's the president.
Yeah, that's right. Okay.
So I've been here like 4 years and I didn't have a clue.
Figured it out.
No, I didn't. I finally found that website.
Oh, okay, I got you. Oh, right, right.
And so I started going out from week to week to week, and it says the same thing
Oh, right, yeah.
until you get to October. In October, there's a big black line, and it says gathered at the gravesite of many dignitaries and politicians. Still hasn't told you who it is.
Yeah.
4 paragraphs down into the article, it says General Garfield.
Garfield. There.
So then I went backwards. I said, okay. So I went backwards. He was shot on July 4th.
Yeah.
He didn't die of a gunshot wound. He died of septic because
Yeah.
the doctors kept sticking their
Oh,
finger in.
yeah. We learned a lot during that time about wash your hands before surgery. You know, that was
That was one of the problems.
Wash your hands before surgery.
So anyway, the editor used to have to go to down to Elgin, 8 miles, which is now Sedgemore,
Right.
to
Okay.
get the news because we had no telephone, no power, nothing up
Right,
here.
okay.
And he'd bring it back here for his typesetter. Now this is his typesetter station.
Right. Like I say, we have a drawer at home that,
Yeah.
and I got from a newspaper
Yeah.
opposite, close to, right in the town we live in, Dresden, Tennessee, and that I have a drawer here. I saved it from the old newspaper. It was from this era, about it was the late 1800s.
Yeah.
What it come from, and I was able to save one of the drawers, but. This is great to see. See, now you're seeing now exactly what I was telling you about, that drawer, you know. That's exactly what they do, and you tell
There's
us.
2 kinds of drawers. Now
Okay.
let's continue with this,
all
okay?
right, okay.
So this is a standard typesetter's station. This is throughout the English-speaking world. Okay, not America, but the English-speaking
That's
world.
right,
Okay.
okay.
So here you would have your type set for ease of use. So this is lowercase type.
Okay.
This is uppercase type. Hence the word uppercase, lowercase.
Right.
Where it's located. Okay.
Oh, lower. I got you.
Gotcha.
I didn't know that.
That's right.
That's
So
great.
it's located in the uppercase, and this is located in the. So these are your
That's
capital
great.
letters, and these are your small
That's
letters.
wonderful to learn. That's neat.
It is not upper and lower case.
That's
It
right.
is minuscule and maximus. Those are the technical names.
Okay.
But everybody uses upper and
Upper
lower
and lower
case.
case.
okay?
From this.
So this is set here for ease of use.
Okay.
Meaning the E is here, and as the characters become less used, they go out this way. So your F and G is out here. You wouldn't want your H out here because you use it more. So your H is over here. Okay? There's no rhyme to reason to the way this thing is set up. The only 2 letters that are together, words, is I and S. They're together, is.
Is.
Other than that, none of these are together. B, C, D, and E are all together, but you don't use them that way.
Yes.
Okay? So now we go to the uppercase, okay? This is set alphabetically, okay? But here's my alphabet, okay? Let me turn these over here. My alphabet goes alphabetically. X, Y, Z, J, U. J and U's at the end of the alphabet.
Okay.
Because in the early English-speaking language, there was no J and U in the alphabet.
Oh, really? Okay. I didn't know
Okay, and when they invented the J and U, in our case, they stuck it at the end of the alphabet. And the reason for that is because there are so many print shops, with every tray, they would expect somebody to move all this type. and they just knew it wouldn't happen. So they just stuck it at the end of the alphabet for 150 years. Now our J's and U's are at the end of the alphabet. Okay?
Got you. Got
You've seen courthouses in this country that say JVSTIC across the front of them?
Yeah. That's very good.
Because they hadn't invented a U when that courthouse was designed.
Okay, all right, well, that's pretty neat.
Okay?
Yeah.
So you take a composing, we call this a composing stick,
Okay.
okay? And you set type, 1 character time, upside down and backwards. Okay?
That's okay.
And that's the good news, because this is the size of the type we're setting. Okay? Right there. That's 10-point type.
Okay.
Okay? So I said you have to set it upside down, okay? The typesetter is a profession, obviously, and he can pick from this tray all day long, but he has to know it's upside down. You can tell that because you can see a notch on that type.
Okay.
Every type has a notch on it, and that means it's the bottom of the type. So all you got to do is pick it up and roll it in your fingers. He knows when he reaches here, he's going to get an M.
Okay.
So he just rolls it in his fingers until he sees the notch, and so as all my notches are up, that means my type is in there correctly.
Okay, that makes sense.
So it is simple, but
But it's not, yeah.
But it's not.
There's a lot to learn.
Yeah.
That's a,
and I've been doing this, as I said, since the 1954, I guess.
and your name again is?
Peter Merrill.
Peter Merrill, okay, that's wonderful. Thank you, Peter.
So right now I'm setting up this card, okay?
Okay.
And if you just wait a minute, I'll go
All right.
get what I got set up.
Okay, all right, so you're gonna print that, so.
Get one of your
I
cards.
just took this out of this composing stick
Okay,
this morning, okay?
Okay.
So I had it in here, all right? But now I got it full, so when I had to take it out. So now we put it in this galley and we store it. So now I've got this line here to finish, okay, on here. So I have to start over. And so when I get that done, then I'll add it to it. Then we have to put a logo over here. So there's a lot of work in doing this. Okay, I gotta move that, but that's all right. So this is how you set type. Now, this is a newspaper tray, okay?
Newspaper tray.
This is a print shop tray.
Now, what's the
okay?
difference in the newspaper and print shop?
Okay, you need more type.
Okay. all
Okay,
right.
so in a print shop, you don't need as much type.
So you
So
print
this-
flowers or
This is your uppercase, and this is your lowercase. Okay, it's all in one tray. So this is alphabetically, and this is set for ease of use. Okay, so these generally, most trays you see are all like this. Okay, so this is your uppercase, your lowercase, all of this, and then your uppercase is here. But for a newspaper, because you need so much more type, this whole tray is the lowercase, okay?
And then the
Uppercase is
and the
here.
lowercase.
So this would be 10-point type, this would be 10-point type. This one might be 12-point type. So if you wanted to switch, then he would only have to switch one tray,
Okay,
okay?
it's very interesting.
So now we got it set up, we'll bring it over here. Now I gotta get rid of this thing again. So this is an imposing table. We'll bring it over here. Okay, this is gonna show you. So I set this, put my work in here, how I expect to see it on the press. So this is what this is, okay? This is a card, a thank you card, all right? So I know I have certain parameters that I have to deal with. So we put it in here, and then we put this furniture, this is called furniture, it's wood. And we put it here, and then these coin devices, which are just tightening devices, okay?
Okay,
All right, and it's called coin, Q-U-O-I-N. And you tighten it up, so when you pick it up, nothing falls out. Now if you look right here, see that type falling out right there?
okay.
Okay, so now I have to, yeah, that's still too light.
And I added ink, and I added a couple sheets of paper.
I'd add more paper.
Okay.
That seems like a lot. but go
It seems
ahead.
like a lot, yeah.
Yeah. So this press here is a C&P, meaning Chandler and Price is the manufacturer of it. It's called a flywheel press because of this flywheel. It was patented 1885. It was built in 1905. So this press right now is 118 years old, and it works as well today. No, I wouldn't. I would.
Well, that could be.
So this, go ahead, Jerry.
Okay.
So this press is a patented 1885, as I said. So here is where my work goes, right in here.
Okay.
You can see right here. This is the work. So we put this in the press. So now we start the press. So what we're doing now is we're just spreading some ink out on it. He's adding ink to it. And normally what you do is you just add a little ink on the side, and you can see that thing rolls,
Right.
so it spreads the ink out.
Evenly, that's right.
But if you're trying to do a lot at once like we're doing, then you have to take out your work. And what do we do?
Oh, that's right.
So now you can put your tray back in.
So we put this tray back in, okay? Okay? Go ahead, Jerry. So now when he starts the press, okay, we're
Getting ready for tomorrow.
Okay, good.
so now he just put his paper in. Well, I got a 7-year-old does better than that, Jerry.
Yeah, I know.
All right. It's done a wonderful job.
And this is actually for the ghostly gathering. It's from ghostly ghoulies and long-legged beasties, the things that go bump in the night.
That's
The
wonderful.
good Lord deliver us. It's an invocation for Halloween, so it's
Right.
for tomorrow night's event. So we pass those out to people. As I was saying, this press here is an 1860. It was not patented until 1861. We call it a flat iron press or a Washington flat iron press, basically because of this plate. So here, you would set type, and you would put page 1 here. You put page 4 here. You take a blank piece of paper and you hang it up in here like this. You drop this down over it, okay? Then you take an ink roller, we call this a brayer. I gotta steal some ink off this press first. You take an ink brayer and you ink it all up, okay? You ink the whole thing, okay? Now you've got it inked up, you've got your paper in here. You drop this down over the plate, roll this under the press, pull this handle, let it go, roll this out, lift this up. Now you only have to do that 499 more times today.
Oh my goodness.
So here's what we've just done, okay? We just printed that deer
Oh, right.
on that card, like that.
That's great. That is wonderful.
Now this is a lead photo engraved image, okay? So come over here and I'll explain what
Now
that
this
means.
is from this piece here. This is what you're getting this deer from this
That's
piece.
right, from this image right
Okay,
here.
great.
And that's photo engraving.
Okay.
So how did we have pictures of the paper in the 1880s?
That's interesting. I never knew. I don't know.
If you wanted a picture in the paper in 1880, this is what you had.
Okay.
You had to have an artist that could engrave in lead in reverse. And this is who this gentleman is, okay?
He was an engraver, right? Okay.
We don't know who it is.
Okay. All right.
This was actually found in a dump in Nashville.
Oh, really? Oh, my goodness.
Do you know where Centennial Mall is behind
Yes.
the State House?
Yes, we do.
That was a dump.
Yeah.
And when they were creating Centennial Mall, one of our residents found this laying on the ground.
That's great.
So we don't know who it is. So now we get to well, let's go to 1887 first. This is 1800. This is 1887, okay? This is General John Logan. He's a famous Civil War general here in Tennessee.
Okay.
But that's the same carving as this one, okay? Only 7 years later, they learned the art of the engraving. So they became much better at it. Then by 1900, we went to what we call photo engraving, okay? So now if you take a look, and I don't know that your camera will see that,
Yeah.
but all you see is dots in there.
I got you. Yeah. That's
Okay.
right. Pixels, like.
Well, it is today.
That's right.
We call it a halftone.
Okay.
Okay? So you take a picture of somebody, but before you shoot the picture, you would put this screen in front of the negative. So now you're shooting this image through this screen. Okay?
Okay.
So on this side, what do you have? Dots.
That's okay.
Okay? So now you have that negative with nothing but dots. You take that negative and lay it on this plate, which is photo treated. You shoot it, develop it, and then you dip this plate in hydrochloric acid. Okay? And that is the same. Let me get one more here.
What would the glass plate? You know what they call the glass plate photography. You know what would they use? Okay.
Okay? So these two are the same thing. Okay? The difference is we use a screen here and we didn't use a screen here. Okay? So this is what we call a line cut, meaning black is black and white is white.
Okay.
But here we put a screen on it to confuse you, to make you believe that the shadows and shading, okay? And that's where it started. And then this is 1900. This is lead, nailed to a block of wood, okay? By 1920, we had switched to bronze and zinc as a material. Process is the same, okay? But this is bronze and this is zinc. Now you can see this one and you can't see this one as well, okay? Because this is 200 lines per inch and this is 65 lines per inch. You can't see that 65 lines as well as you can see, but this will not print in a newspaper.
Okay, but this
one
will. It's like the negative. It's like
No, it's the quality of the paper.
Okay. Oh, the quality.
Okay, printing newspapers the lousiest quality paper we have.
Okay. Yeah.
So if you try to put a real good image on it, you lose it in the grain of the paper.
All right. That makes
So 65 is what we use as a standard for the newspaper,
Yeah.
okay? So this still nailed to a block of wood. This is 1920.
right.
1940, we invent glue. Process is the same, but now it's glued to a block of wood,
That's great.
okay? In 1960, my senior year of high school, I worked for the newspaper, and this is what I did. I made these cuts for the newspaper, and we made them the same way in 1960.
And where was that at?
In Maine, Lewiston,
In
Maine.
Maine.
Yep.
Okay.
In 1980, we've gone to plastic.
Oh, I got you.
Okay.
That's right.
After 1980, they went strictly digital.
Gotcha.
But this was the beginning of the digital age right
That's
here.
how it progressed. That's wonderful.
But this actually will print better than these, okay? So if you actually look at this printed image, the quality of this image is better on a piece of paper than these here. Now I have taken these away, but I gotta get them back.
I got you.
So just because of the surface tension of the material, plastic being a smoother material.
That's so interesting. Very interesting. I'll tell you, we've traveled.
So yeah, I would go to the visitor center, see Brian, and take a tour if it's available, and tell him who you are. He might give you a get a tour. But watch the 17-minute movie. That's
Okay.
really the one. It gives you the whole scenario of why
throughout
it's here and
rugby's
what
here,
happened. And
This is fascinating. This print shop is wonderfully fascinating. As, you know,
well, I
yeah.
hope we can get you back here and
Yeah, well, we'll-
do another tour at some point.
Yeah.
And Jerry's got the heat going in.
And Jerry, what is your name now? What is your name? Jerry.
Jerry.
Jerry, your last name?
Zork.
Source. Okay. Nice to meet you, Jerry.
Nice
And
to
thank
meet
you so much.
Yeah, well, thank you
and
for
you're
coming. I
so
appreciate it.
knowledgeable, Thank you for educating people that come in about printing presses. I learned a lot today that I didn't know. Of course, like I said, I've got a drawer, and I've got a drawer that has a printable type. A place for it. We don't have. I had a friend that had owned the newspaper for years, and then it come out of that family, the Holbrook family. You know, they come out of there. And anyways, it's very interesting. We named our company Gutenberg Media because Gutenberg, when he invented, he changed the world. It changed everything.
Yeah.
It wasn't just the fact that he printed the Bible.
And he also went bankrupt after.
Well, that's
10
right.
years.
That's right. But it did
Like
change.
many geniuses, he ended up broke.
It changed the world. That's right.
Oh, yeah.
Well, thank you very much.
Again, I
nice
appreciate
meeting you. Nice meeting you, Jerry.
Yes.
Nice meeting you, sir.
Nice meeting you.
You keep learning now because you keep learning. You obviously.
Yeah,
you're-
I'm trying to absorb as much as I can.
That's right. He's a man of knowledge there for sure.
That's last year's
Yes,
Christmas
yes.
cards.
Oh, okay.
So this is
You
gonna
know-
be this year's Christmas card.
I'm sure.
Finish them
Do
up.
you have a card or something? I'm sure you have a card. The printed card.
Yes, absolutely.
Oh, thank you. And we have something that we can.
I missed
But if you go next door to the gallery, don't tell her I gave them to you.
Oh,
please.
okay. I sure
She
will.
gets mad at me when I give stuff away.
I understand. But we'll try to drive some of our people this way. And if somebody, that's the reason we came here for R.M. Brooks store. That's the reason we
Yeah.
came to this area because I didn't really know much about rugby
Never heard
at all. But we came to the R.M. Brooks store because we saw it on the Appalachian Channel. We know John Ward done that. John Ward came here. I'm gonna look that up and study a little bit about that as well.
Yeah, he did the whole tour, and I did nothing, didn't stop. I just went through the whole tour. And he had a young fellow with him, and
Yeah.
I just met him at the door, and you'll see it on the
Okay,
channel.
great. Well, thank you so much, and we'll.
Well, thank you.
Thank you.
And I'll give this to the director, and she may reach out to you.